Okay. And also the two young men, they're in the Belleville newspaper, Sam Perez and Mauricio Pacheco. They're part of my youth group that I always tell you guys about, the Explorer program. They're out of uniform today because we had a summer camp going for them all week because of spring break. So they were going to educate you guys about theft from autos and burglaries. Things we can process by taking fingerprints off of, and things that we can't do, that you would see on CSI TV or something like that, where you're like, hey, I seen this done, and can you do this here? And we're just like, no, that's made up. Okay. So I have Detective Scruggs out here. I asked him a long time ago if he would come out here and speak to you guys about all the kind of things that he can do for you guys and to educate you guys and to prevent anything else that ever comes up in the future. So the things that you do learn here, you can pass on to somebody else. All right. Detective Scruggs?
Well, once again, good afternoon to all of you. Once again, I am Detective Scruggs. I am the crime scene investigator or burglary process officer. What I want to go over briefly with you first is on auto theft. That seems to be an issue, not just in Canada, but it's all over. And the reason for that is because a lot of us go shopping and we leave bags that's visible in the vehicle, we leave your backpack, things of that nature in the car, correct?
Yes.
All right, and how many of you, by hands, have GPS in the vehicle right now? GPS. No, just one. Two, three. There's one, okay? You have the navigator in the car, okay. Now, those that have the independent motor, the ones that can take and move out, where's yours at now? Oh, you don't have that kind. Oh, yours is built in. Oh, okay. So no one has one that take in and out of the vehicle? You do? Where is it at now?
In my house.
In your house? Stand corrected. But for the most part, a lot of GPS are stolen from vehicles. The reason being because a lot of citizens do leave them in their vehicles. They'll leave the cord in there. GPS may not be in there, but they'll leave the cord. Which in that case, he's going to walk by, see it, he's assuming that it's in there, he may break that glass and go through the vehicle, trying to fit GPS. That's just one of the things that are stolen on the record. Okay? The other thing that you may want to do, probably don't think of it, is when you put that GPS up on that glass, it leaves a circle, correct? Right. Well, if the thief will walk by, I see that circle. Maybe there's a GPS in there because of that rubber piece that's up there. They're going to break you again, break your window, and you got a damaged one. They're going to go through your car and try to fix it. Yes. So every now and then, go through and clean that circle up. All right, that'll help you with that. Never thought about that. Actually, my wife brought that to my attention. So. All right. Secondly, another thing that's stolen a lot of laptops. Because a lot of you have kids and grandkids, they leave their book bags in the vehicle with those laptops. So you definitely want to make sure they don't do that. All right. Now, if you call us out on a scene, it was broken into, a lot of times we get out there, the citizen has come out, they've gone through the vehicle, they have contaminated the board. Granted, your print's going to be there probably anyway, but we want you to try to stay away from the area that's broken into. So that way I can come out, or another officer can come out, process it, hopefully we get some prints, and close that case. So just be mindful of that. Yeah, whenever you call us in for the theft of auto. Another thing I'm seeing out here lately, I've been getting a lot of blood, it seems. Guys are breaking the glass, cutting their hands, which is good, because I can, come out and collect that exhibit DNA. But once again, I've had a few where a few citizens want to come out and want to remove this and that. You got blood there and they want to clean it up. Just leave it till we come out. Alright? Because you never know, I might be able to link that, which I have linked a few cases with the blood, okay? So just leave it till we come out and process it, if you're able to. Alright? I appreciate it. Any questions on the theft of auto? No? Okay. Alright.
I was told, I'm not sure if this is true, the newer cars, if you lock your doors when you get out inside the car,
Okay.
instead of getting out and using the key, that's where you
Can you repeat the sort of question?
I'm trying to understand. She's saying that someone told her that if you lock your car from the inside without the key,
Yes.
it's harder for the thief to get in. Is that what you're saying?
That with the, if you use the door.
Oh, you're saying versus the automatic lock?
Versus this automatic.
No, and the reason I say no is because most of them just break the glass. So that key doesn't.
I was wondering, that's not going to work if they use it.
Right, because a lot of them just going to break the glass to get in. They ask me a question.
Unfortunately.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you come back, let's say you go to the gym and give you your bag, is this like your definition?
Well, I mean, if you have a gym bag looking at a thief is going by, you may think there's something of value in it. So it's best to lock it in your trunk or take it in and put it in the locker with you. Especially around Christmas time. Everyone packs their cars with bags, and you go to the next stop and get your bags. Guess what? Come back to the last book with the bags and go. Lock them in your trunk, and lock them in the trunk before you get to the next location. Also, I see a lot of times, I see women, sorry. But you guys have a person. I see a lot get on the scene of a location, and then they will take that purse and take a wallet out to the trunk, put the trunk in, throw the purse in the trunk. Who else seen you do that? So you want to do that before you get to that location. All right. Any other questions? Burglaries. Anyone been burglarized? Yeah. With burglaries, how many have home alarms? House alarms? Have you thought about getting alarms? Yes. Well, they do help, especially if you put the sensor in the right area, put it on the windows, doors. They do alert us. They have alarms, so your police will be responding whether you're home or not. So those are very important to think about getting. All right. So think about doing that. When it comes to burglaries, what I'm seeing a lot of.
I mean that home burglary alarm, by the time the police come, the burglar will be already, who knows where.
Yes, that does happen. I mean, if they run in, a lot of times they go in and grab the one they go. Right. But we are en route, and we have many times gotten there in time to make arrests while they're inside as well. So that alarm still helps. You got to get that alarm. You got to at least alert us. If we never alert them, they never come. So they can have all weekend to clean their house out, and we never alert, right? So it's still a very important thing about having that alarm. Okay. What I'm seeing on a lot of burglaries. There's a lot of you still have doors, basement doors that have window panes. Yes? Okay. When the guys are doing it, coming in, they're looking in your window. Let me stop for a second. How many of you have boat locks with keys? You have both of them? And how many leave the key in the lock?
Never.
No?
Keys in my pocket.
Not one? No one leaves it? Man, that's good. Because what I'm finding on a lot of them is a lot of folks are leaving the key in the boat lock. So once they break that glass, they just reach in, unlock it, and they're in. Also, the type of boat locks that have the knobs, you know what I'm talking about? You want to stay away from that kind as well. You definitely want the key guy. Because it's the same thing. He just breaks the glass and turns the knob, he's in. So that's something you want to keep in mind if you have that type of boat lock as well. But that's good. I'm impressed.
I have one called the key and the bottom of the door.
Now, do you keep the key in the door, in the boat? You don't? That's good then. That's what you want.
I've got a nearby one.
Keep it nearby. If you need to get out in case of an emergency, you can get to it, but the burglar can't reach it. That's what you want to do. That's good.
Okay, what if you leave the key in the lock? If the person who's trying to get the key and will not be able to, because already there is a key on the other side.
Now, you don't want to leave the key in.
Why?
Because it makes it easy access for the burglar. If I break that glass, all I got to do is reach in, turn the key. So you don't want to leave it in the lock. You leave it in the lock. Okay. Well, it doesn't have to be a basement, kitchen, side doors. It's the same thing. A lot of homes here in this area have those doors on the side. You come in from the carport. So a lot of folks leave their keys in there. So that's something you definitely want to do. Also, what I'm seeing, when it comes to property that's stolen, a lot of these guys are taking electronics. It really helps us if you have serial numbers. How many have the serial number written there? Okay. That really helps us. Many times we're able to go, we have different tools we can use to track that serial number and possibly recover your property. And I would say probably 99% of the time, no one has a serial number. Mark that. Well, that does happen. That's that 1% that still has a box with the serial number on it. But for the most part, you should go through and you can even enter your driver's license on your electronics. That would even help. But the serial number really helps because we can put it in and we can possibly track that and recover your property. So definitely go through your electronics, write all the serial numbers down, put them somewhere that's safe. And we'll talk about this. All right. Okay. Well, definitely something you want to do. Any questions?
Pictures or pictures will not have taken for electronics because they are all the same. Photos. If you have a photo of everything in the house.
Oh, photos definitely help. Yeah, if you want to photograph the serial number as long as it's legible when you read it.
There should be a number to read.
Now on the back of all your electronics, there's a model number and a serial number. If you want to photograph it, as long as it's clear and it's legible, that's fine too. Just have that put somewhere that you get burglarized and say, also, if you also come on the scene, I have the serial numbers here. That would definitely help us. That's what I think. All right, what about windows? Anyone have, windows are secured very well? New windows, do you have bars on your windows or anything of that nature?
No bars.
No bars, okay. How many have basements? Do you have basement? You have small windows on your basement? You used to? That's another entry that a lot of the younger kids are getting into. They're breaking those little small windows and coming through your basement that way. So you might want to do something about securing that window. You can put bars on the outside, or you can even put them on the inside with a lock that you can get to unlock if you need to. So think about that. That's where a lot of kids are coming in. Mainly when school is out, you might get more juveniles coming in.
I want to know what is the percentage of you guys catching these burglars?
The percentage? It depends. I mean, I can't really give you a percent off the top of my head. Do we make arrests? Yes. If we walk on them, if citizens call, a lot of citizens don't call. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you an example of one I had. I had a burglary on this street. Responded to that burglary. Cleared, I left. I was gone about 10 minutes. I get another call that a guy is kicking in the door right around the corner from that house. I go there. I'm looking for cameras and for witnesses. He never got in. Later, a lady calls back and said, I got information. I go back to the scene. She sits there, watch this guy, watch his car in front of her house. Watched him go to the neighbor's house and kick in the door, but she never called. And I was gone, I just left. Now, we end up getting the car, but I'm just saying, if you see something, you gotta call us. Especially something like that. And then they're like, I don't catch it. And if you call me, I just left. I would call you.
But you know why people do not call or interfere? That we ask so many questions, they will say, I regret what I did. I would have been better not to interfere. That's the main reason why people do not.
You mean when you call 911? Well, that's the procedures they have. That's something they have to
That's
follow.
what I hear.
Okay.
That whenever you see anything, even don't stop to help. Because you'll be like out and call back and forth for something you haven't done. So maybe something should be worked on that.
Well, that's why we have to, we've been having these seminars to educate you guys. Because when you do call 911, you don't have to state your name at all.
No, they do. Excuse me, they do.
You don't. You know you don't.
It happened to me. I was passing by a gas station
Yes.
and a car was running in a different direction, then the siren was in different direction.
Right.
I told just tell them that they are going this way, I didn't see car going that way. My address, oh, it happened.
You don't have to.
I think sometimes
Just tell the dispatcher you don't feel comfortable giving your information at that time, and then you can go from there and just give them all the information that you need to.
sometimes you think if we are like rude to the police, they might get back.
No, it's fine. Listen, no, it's not being rude. What you're doing is helping us out.
That helps us. We want you to call. Please call.
What you're doing is helping us out. And you don't have to be totally anonymous. You don't have to give your name. Just say, this is exactly what's going on. This is the make and model of the vehicle.
All right.
Because that's what we've been trying to do is educate, by having these meetings, is educating everybody so you don't have to feel uncomfortable and feel like you're going to be a threat and have somebody come after you.
That's good. In case it happens, I'm going to say I was at the meeting and
That's
the person said, you're not supposed to be my name.
But it's, give them all the information first and then tell them that Officer Hibbert says that.
Okay.
See, my wife, I didn't bring my wife, but she calls all the time. Because she calls everything. I said, they know her firsthand.
Well, her husband is the police, she's bad.
She's the police in my house, I ain't the police. She calls all the time. Any other questions?
Yes, what about security when people call in? Let me give you an example. I used to live in an apartment, and the neighbors across the hall, they were so drugs.
Okay.
And I had a kid, and I was concerned with my kids.
Okay.
So I told the police, and I asked them, they asked my name, and I said, they said no. But then later on, my car, four tires were.
Well, when you call in, the dispatchers are going to call those people you call them and tell them.
But what happened, because it didn't happen the same day, it happened like 2 days later.
Well, they won't know that you call the police.
I don't know what.
Maybe, I can't answer why your car was damaged, but if you call the dispatcher, she's not going to tell that person that you called on that she called the police on you. It doesn't work like that.
But there is a 100% immunity for
Yes.
protection.
Yes, you don't. Yes. You can tell them you don't want to come to your door. You just want to call in this complaint.
That's our problem in West Farm. People are like, I don't know when I call non-emergency or when I call the emergency. Well, our neighborhood police officer and the neighborhood watch group, they call 911 all the time. Forget about that.
No, it's not emergency. Because what's happening is the people that need it 911, you're answering people that need it. It's not emergency, don't dial it. Call it not emergency. All right. What do you want to answer?
I have a very specific question. You talked earlier about many burglaries being really crimes of opportunity. People see things and they take them. My question is about house break-ins. We try, most of us, or we wouldn't be here, we try to take seriously all of the tips, suggestions, etc., to safeguard our property. We have neighbors that don't. My specific question has to do with a neighbor who has multiple full-size extension ladders in his yard, in full view of the street. He absolutely, apparently, refuses, although it's been called to his attention multiple times, to do something about these ladders. They are, unfortunately, on our side of his property, and it wouldn't take much at all to take 1 or 2 or 3 of those ladders and do a job in the neighborhood. What can you suggest, or what can you do to help in those situations?
That's his property?
It's his property.
Private property.
Yes, it is.
I like it. Hopefully he'll lock them up. That's his property.
But he isn't going to lock them up. And our problem is, why would they break into his house when they could break into ours? You know, and yet there doesn't seem to be anything that we can do about it. So we're running around putting on alarms and spots and locks and this, that, and the other thing. And this guy has a yard full of extension ladders.
Says, because they can use this ladder for access buildings. I understand, but it's on his property. Just ladders. I mean, that's just like if you got a commercial truck that's parked in his yard with his ladders. And Well, no, wish I could answer that better for you, but fortunately,
If there's a homeowners association, a lot of times they have guidelines, and also there's Department of Environmental Resources, and they can come out and inspect and give citations. It depends on, you know, how much stuff is in the yard. And for instance, we gave the example of a commercial vehicle in the yard. You can't park a vehicle in grass. So that there are codes that could possibly be explored.
I don't know about ladders. You know anything about ladders?
Well, I know a little bit about this issue because DER has already cited him for other issues on his property.
But not for ladders.
Not for ladders, no, for other issues. So he has been cited for other issues. But since today we're talking about security,
Right.
the ladder to me is a security issue.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. So his property has his ladders. Any other questions? Okay. Well, what I've done is I've got a few items here because a lot of times I come to people's homes, they want to tell me, they want to take me to where they want me to process. There are certain things I can't process. It's just based on the material of it, of the object or whatever. I can't process everything. But I did bring a few items that you want to look at. I mean, shoe boxes, bank boxes that your checks may be in, things like that. Glass items, wood, things like that I can get prints on. Doorknobs, closet doorknobs, those things I do process and get prints on. So, some plastics, no, because of the way the grain is, I can't get prints on. All right, so if you want to take a look at those, you can.
You were talking about security with the car, but I keep a car locked sitting in my yard, so I haven't had someone tried to steal it, but they didn't get it. But they broke the lock, but they couldn't get the car. But the thing is, so many hit and runs. I was at a red light and somebody hit me and took off before I had a chance to get. And I told her, wait. She took off. I mean, don't these people take the test and read the book and whatnot? I was going down 301 one morning. Somebody hit a car and took off. And with the hood up.
Unfortunately, it happens.
This person took off with the hood up going south on 301.
Best thing is if you get the tag number and the color vehicle and inform us of that.
We called 911. It must have been a whole lot of us because when I started talking about that, he said, we got it, you know it. But didn't you got it? 911 person was like, yes, I hope, but I don't understand it because if you read the book and you have a driver's license in Maryland, you know that if you hit something, you got to wait for the police to come.
Maybe they didn't have a driver's license.
Maybe they had insurance.
Maybe they were high. Maybe the reasons why.
She said, I didn't hurt the car. It cost me $1,000 to get it fixed. So she didn't hurt my car. Plus, I had to pay the deductible. So
That's happened to me.
Yeah.
Okay. But I got it.
Okay. Well, now if I see it and I got my phone, I will. I'm mad. If you break the law, I'm going to get you.
That's older one.
Yes.
What about having locks inside, the chain lock, all right, when you are in there? Because at night, I know you can do it when you are outside the house, but when you are inside the house, you have that chain lock. You are still in the bedroom and you are asleep, you might not steal. Does it give you any protection?
Both locks are better. Chain locks. You can push that open if you really want to get in.
I know, but you will hear it. The person
You will hear it. If it makes you feel comfortable, by all means, install
but
it.
it's not as
Both locks.
good as the double lock.
What about lighting? Everybody have good lighting around your house? That's some lights.
Yeah.
You keep your porch lights on at night, like they would? We all doing it right now.
The porch,
Porch, rear lights, side lights, light it up.
they say it's not good to have the porch light on.
Who is it? You keep telling me all these things. What is that?
It tells the burglar that person is out of the house, keeping the porch light on because they are out and they think when they come back, there's somebody to get in the house. That's the message that you give to the burglar. That's what I was told.
My whole neighborhood you have the porch lights on all night and lit up.
I
Morning light
have
up.
the whole of the street, which is very bright in front of my house, and I don't leave the porch because that's what I was told.
Well, you want to light it up because you want the neighbors that are up to 2 and 3 in the morning to see that person trying to is at your front door or your window, right?
So that's not what I think to have a porch light
No.
on, it's telling the burglar to come up in the house. No?
You want to light it up. You want everybody to turn their porch lights on.
No, they say no, the situation that you are not.
Now, if you're on travel, it's good to put it on a timer. It's best to keep it on every night so that it will come on at a certain time. Also, when you're on travel, make sure you have your neighbors pick your mail up, get your newspapers.
Or stop the name.
Or either way, yes, exactly. And that way, burglar won't suspect that maybe you're going to attack.
What about lights with,
Most kids, those are better.
those are the,
That way they'll come on, even if you're walking up to your porch, you know, they come on. Those are really good. I like them. Any other questions?
I'm considering getting the first alert and everything where, and I'm told that if you were to push it, 911 would respond. What is the time element?
I don't know much about first alert. Anybody? You know they got first alert? I don't really know much about it. I've seen it advertised.
We had the 911 people come out and talk to us as well.
Okay.
And there is a special section where they have to put in the answer those alarms. It is 911.
They have a separate section.
Yeah, I don't know much. I've seen it advertised. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone. I know of the family that has it.
I don't know if they all do, but I think that was.
Oh, some of them.
But I was trying to find out since you asked me.
But some of them tell you you get all kinds of responses. So, and some of them, what they do, you have to consider. Check it out.
It's not only activated in the home, not if you're outside your home.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do some research so I can find out about first alert.
This might be out of the discussion, but just let me tell you, you either accept it or say it's out of time. We get phone calls, this is the police asking for money. And then we say, I'm not working, how do you expect me to help you when I'm going to have an income? Please take my name out of the computer. Could you take another one? Could you take another one? I mean, isn't there a way to take the name of those who say, I don't work, I don't have money to put it out of the computer? Sometimes they put a time when you're out like having dinner, like late.
There are a lot of scams out there like that. If you don't want to, just hang up.
No.
Just say no, hang up. Because there are a lot of scams that are not police officers. They're
I
not.
explained to them why I didn't have the name.
You don't have to explain. They say no, hang up. You don't want to give nothing, just say no, hang up.
This is not an answer, this is not the solution.
If you watch, there are a lot of scams out there, the computers that just dial up and say, we're from this organization, we want some money.
Do not call us.
All you can do is hang up and say, not call me, hang up. You don't have to talk to them. You don't want to donate anything. And don't donate anything if you don't really know who they are.
Well, the problem with most of them is they're not tax deductible. That's what bothers me. I had a couple of police type organizations call. And I said, is this contribution tax deductible? And they said, no. Well, to me, that's telling you something's not right with this group.
Yeah.
Most
donations are.
Most of them, yeah, tax deductible.
You just gotta just hang up if you don't want to discuss it. Just hang up and move on. Hope they won't keep calling.
I recognize the number of emails in the right time.
All right. Well, they go to
Also, how many of you guys in this room are retired right now? The majority of you, exactly. And the point of Detective Scruggs coming out and why we hold these seminars is to educate you guys on everything you should look for and how you can prevent it and what you should do. Like the young lady back there about the ladders. Most of you guys have lived in the area where you know most of your neighbors, correct? All right. So if you know the person on the left side of you, the right side of you, and behind you, and you guys are normally home, what I can say to that is, you know who lives in that guy's house that owns those ladders. If you see somebody that is holding that ladder, that does not live there, call 911. All right, we'll check it out to see who that person is. All right, that's one of the ways that we can help defeat that purpose. I know Detective Scruggs says yes, that's his private property, which it is. But if you see somebody in your neighborhood that you do not recognize, and you know that they may not live there, or say they are visiting, have that person checked out. We will come out and check that area to see why they have that ladder. He may be a contractor, but we'll do the investigations to figure out who does live there and who doesn't. All right? That's why you guys work so hard all your lives to become retirees and to relax and not be stressed about a whole bunch of stuff. You can open your window, you can drink some coffee, you can enjoy the TV, you can look at the birds outside, and you can see who's out there and who isn't out there, and who belongs there and who doesn't belong there. All right? Also about the car issue. We're District 6 and the rest of the stations are going around, and this is a Watch Your Car program. If you're not already registered and you do own a vehicle, from 1 p.m. to 5 in the morning, you're given the police departments in Maryland, not just Prince George's County, Maryland, permission to stop your car at 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. This is going to prevent anybody that does steal your car. They may see the sticker because they already know that, because we'll give you a sticker, you can place it in your vehicle, that allow them to know, all right, I stole this vehicle, but at the same time, they have the sticker, and the police are going to stop. If you're driving at 1 a.m., you may have an emergency, but I know the majority of you guys tell me that you don't even go out past 9 p.m. at night, usually. All right?
Majority, not everybody.
The majority, right, exactly. But at the same time, you may have an emergency, and you're going to the hospital, or you're going somewhere that you have to be. But when somebody wants to commit a crime, and they see this, it's like another preventative mechanism that helps somebody stop from breaking into your car and wanting to steal it, because they already know that you're concerned about your vehicle. So we do sign people up for this. It's free of charge through us, and I can give you some of these if you want to sign up. And once you fill it out, we can meet next time when we come out here, and I'll give you the stickers, but these must be filled out correctly, and then I'll directly, you don't have to mail them in. I'll directly hand them to Corporal Knight. He's helping me out, and he's doing also the neighborhood watch, and he's taking it directly to the place instead of you putting it in the mail also.
Really quick, Detective Scruggs brought up a very good point about writing down your serial numbers. And this was emailed to some of you. I don't know if everyone got it. It's an inventory sheet, and Wilson just came by and made a bunch of copies. Please take these back and give this whole stack out so you guys keep it in a safe place. Anything electronic, write down your serial numbers, okay? And I'll hand these out. And what Hibbert's talking about, the Watch Your Car program, it gives us probable cause to stop that vehicle. If we see it at 2 o'clock in the morning, and when I first came on, that was our probable cause to stop that vehicle. 2 o'clock in the morning, I can stop it without committing any traffic violation. That is my PC to stop them. It's a good thing. We used to utilize it a lot.
But yes, like Sergeant Blackstone just told you, writing down all your serial numbers is a big thing that we also go over and put them everywhere. If you can't see it, have somebody that is able to read all the numbers off of your property. I know we've been doing this probably 2 years now, and we're telling people to write down your serial numbers, and some people still don't write down their serial numbers or take pictures of their property. Anything that was handed down for generations and generations that has sentimental value, you guys, like jewelry, handed down. Some of you guys may not have pictures of it. You know exactly what it looks like, but you did not take a picture of it, and somebody breaks into your house and takes it. One, that helps our case, because if we catch them and they try to pawn it off, they have to use an ID. And we work with the pawn unit, and you have that picture in your possessions. That helps us close another case. And that helps Detective Scruggs in District 6 also. All right. And anything that you want to take a picture of, but I was just hitting on prized possessions, anything that was handed out through generation to generation. You definitely want to take a photograph of it, because they're not going to have serial numbers on them. Like your gold, it's just going to say 14 karat gold. All right.
Well, you may have your initial in it.
Yeah, you may, like whatever, something like that. But your TVs, 90%, probably 100% nowadays. The TVs, GPS, anything electronic have serial numbers in it, and you can write down the serial number. All right. Even the smallest thing that you may think of that isn't that valuable to you, but it's valuable to somebody else, you might want to just write that serial number down. That way we can put it in our database, and we can go on the police report when we come out to your house, and then that way we can track it, because we're going to put it into a system. But Corporal Scruggs is going to pass around some of the material that he can
things that I can process, paper, envelopes, things like that. I can't get prints off of door, where they come in, break your door to wood, paint, I can get prints off of that. All right? Pass around, but don't touch it because it's black. You're only hands. We're going to look at it. It's difficult. And you got to, and anytime your house is processed, you got to clean it with cold, soapy water. Hot water tends to like sort of burn it on there and stain it. These are cold, soapy water.
Corporal Scruggs, can you repeat that again?
If your house is broken into a process, you want to use cold, soapy water to clean it up.
That was my question. Do you clean up afterwards?
Yes. Once an officer is done, if it's not me or another officer, once he's done, you can clean it up. Just make sure you use cold water.
I wish you could tell them that years ago.
No, she's asking you clean up that.
Oh, if I clean it up, that was something that I can call and do it. The reason I showed y'all this, because I had a case recently where a guy used a piece of wood off his head, breaking glass, going to the house. And unfortunately, I got his print off the board like this. And once it was submitted, he was locked up somewhere else. Criminal justice system, we got to hit. That's how we close that case.
Usually it's the same people doing crime after time.
Well, I can't say like I said the same people, but no, what I'm saying, if you're a thief, you're a thief. I mean, that's going to the way it goes. Repeat offenders, a lot of times. Time to come out and start right back over again.
Suppose you got in the car, it's nothing, you go in this car, somebody in the car, you don't know, you drive, so then I'm driving to middle to the right, they say, with the gun, shoot you or do whatever you want. What is the best way to be?
You're a driver, right?
I'm driving.
Go fast, you're scared. No, I mean, that's a situation you're asking. Right. That's, I mean, I don't know what to tell you in that situation. That's
You're talking about somebody that's already in your car.
Follow their direction.
The question was, what if you get in your car and somebody's already in your car? First, scan your vehicle first to make sure nobody's in your car. All right? Exactly. So just make sure you scan your vehicle, make sure nobody's in it. All right? And then if somebody tries to carjack you, or like you're saying, and hop in your car, do what they tell you to do. So you're not trying to
Don't go like a speed.
But
No, I was speed. Don't you speed. I'm scared. Do whatever he tells you to do. I'm scared.
It happened to a lady by, I want to say 2 years ago, MSP were on 495, and a lady was swerving in and out of traffic trying to get a police officer's attention, and she did get a state trooper's attention, and he was able to make apprehension on the suspect. But you have to be mindful of yourself and take care of yourself. You don't want to hurt yourself or anybody else. All right.
I keep a flashlight on my kitchen.
Okay.
And when I get to my car, I check before I lock my door. To be sure that nobody in here.
Right. And you want to scan your area also. Make sure nobody's around you that you don't recognize or just following you to your car, because they could watch you grocery shopping or going out to the mall and seeing what you have on you before you even get to your vehicle. So if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't seem right, make sure turn back around. You don't have to go to your car.
No, you don't.
As a safety zone. You can walk back into the store and say, hey, call 911. I think somebody's following me. As soon as you do that, they probably make it loud so they know. They probably don't take off. All right? If they want to stay there and wait for us, that's fine. That makes it better for us. Then we can figure out who they are.
If you feel you're in your car and you feel you're being followed, does it start pound 77 work on your cell phone?
Start the pound 77.
Pound 77, does that work?
Right. That's state police. You can do that. You can call 911 also. And you can also go to your nearest police station. All right? There's police station, there's fire station, wherever you feel comfortable at, where you're going to get safety to. Make sure it's in the public areas so people are around you, so one, they can help you, and two, they can ID the suspect of what vehicle they were having or what car they were driving, get a license plate, so we can put that out so all the officers are looking for it. What we're going to do now is we're about to wrap this up. But Corporal Scruggs is going to take you guys outside, and we're going to process a car. We're going to process my car outside. He's going to show you exactly what he does. He left the fingerprints off of everything, and then from there, we're going to send you guys on your way. If anybody does not have my email and wants to write it down, I want some general ideas of what you would like to learn about, what I can educate you about, and also what kind of guest speakers you can have come out here for you guys, because I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know everything, but I would like to try to help you guys learn everything and get somebody out that can educate myself and educate you guys at the same time. All right, so there's a back door. We go out this back door and go out to the left. My car's right there. Corporal Scruggs has everything outside also, and he can process the vehicle out there. My email is going to be K as in King, C as in Charlie, H as in Henry, I as in Ida, B as in Baker, B as in Baker, E as in Edwards, R as in Robert, and T as in Tom at co.g.md.us. I have a little brain on it. It's at co.pg.md.us. Okay.
Is everybody? Yeah. All right. When it comes to processing your cars that have been broken into, most prints are left behind from the oils of our body. So when guys out here, especially now it's hot, they're sweating, usually you'll get good transfer of the prints. If it's 32 degrees or colder, it doesn't always happen unless they have a lot of lotion or something on their hands because they're not really sweating. So a lot of times I find I don't get good prints. It's really cold or the car's very cold. All right. I'm just going to show you how dusted and how prints jump out.
Did we go down here with him?
Hopefully that's coming out pretty good.
All right. You want to get a
I
picture?
know what kind of a bird it is.
But you see how easy it comes out? If they're really sweating, especially during the summer, those prints will come right out. That's why I don't want you to go in and clean it and contaminate it because you can easily remove the prints. All right? And I'm going to show you one more thing. I hope it works well. A lot of times if it's raining, it depends if it's raining or you got morning dew. Everyone doesn't have this product, but I'm going to show you how I get prints if it's wet. Hopefully that'll come out well for us today. Let's see. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to wet the car up where I'm contaminated. Nice and wet. Got that morning dew. Brakes on the car. This is something similar to what I just used, but it's a wet dust. It's called wet print. What I do is I come out. It's going to spray for me here clearly. Here's my big bottle. Come out. I have plenty of oil on my hands.
You're wow.
I don't want to spray right now.
I don't want to be in your way.
You aren't in my way. Get on up there.
Let's see if they're going to come out here. Hopefully they will. It makes a mess. I hope they come out here.
Yeah, it does.
They just touched it. But it does work for me.
Yeah.
As long as let it run a little bit, and then I'll just spray it. He has to clean his car anyway, so he didn't mind. So, comes out here for me. There we go. So the palm's coming out.
You're the Prince George's County CSI, huh?
Something like that.
They do it much quicker.
Television, yes.
By now they have the criminal.
They do it much quicker.
See, you clean it. See the palms coming out that I touched? I walk up, palms all coming out.
That's good.
So I can get it off here. I'm going to show you how to take it off.
And then when it dries off, you can see what they do. Anything?
What I do, even though it's wet, what I do.
I guess you got to have some material under it. And then you leave it for you to wash the car.
Well, it's wet. I can still get that palm off. What I do is I come in here with my wide tape. One of them. Go ahead and put my tape on. Well, all I do is I just push the water away. All you do is push the water away from it. All I do, press it in good, water away.
Now, worst.
Everyone can see that? See the palm?
Yeah.
Good, right?
Don't put your hands on it. No.
I'll wear gloves.
All right, let's see if it feels good.
You gotta go burglary, wear gloves.
Right, right.
What, believe it or not? Don't. Most of them don't.
So if they are wearing gloves, it doesn't help you, right?
They're wearing gloves, yeah, it's going to be tough. Now, in some instances, like my blades are really very strong. If I wear a cheap rubber glove, mine will go right through the glove. Yeah. So it just depends.
So you're giving us a hint here.
But see,
I'm too
coming
old
right
to
on
be
off.
burglarizing.
I mean, you're right about wearing gloves. They all do it.
Then I just transfer it right on to the card. I have a white card. Just give you an example. Just put it right on the card and they can read it. All right. So we're able to do it even though the car is wet or something's wet. All right. We still get that print. All right. Well, no. What happens is a lot of times they usually haven't been arrested. They may get arrested later. That print is still in the system, going around and around that computer. And if he gets arrested, then they call me, hey, we got a print hit, someone was arrested in reference to your case, and we go get a warrant where we need to get from at that time.
That's why it sometimes takes them like a year or more.
It can take a while. It can take a while.
But then the personal question, what made you decide to be a detective?
I just enjoy doing the work. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Somebody in the family, something? No? Just you decided?
That's what I want to do. I enjoy doing forensics.
Is it from watching television? Right.
No. I've been a police officer for 24 years. I was a cop in D.C. before I came out to PG. So it's not, CSI wasn't even on back then. So no, I just enjoy doing it.
So it's something that you enjoy doing?
Yeah, he enjoys messing up with
sometimes it's like family, like somebody in the family. Like
I had one uncle that was an officer many, many years ago, but other than that, I'm the only one.
Well, keep it up.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for your time.
Quick question for you, Detective. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is the public awareness?
It's very important because that helps us close the cases. Just like the example I gave about the lady that watched the guy kick the, all she had to do was dial 911. I mean, we were right around the corner. We could have caught this guy while he was in that.
Fortunately, we had a lady like that. She was watching the street, and she saw some young people carrying stuff out of our house. So she checked to see my car wasn't there. She called the police, and the police showed up. These idiots had gone, but they came back.
Oh,
They came back for a second load.
If they feel they have time, and
that's
they
when
will
they
come
were
back.
caught, right?
Yeah,
They will come back if they feel they have the time.
You know why they came back?
Got everything except for one earring.
Well, a lot of times they case the community, and they may see that you're gone for 10 hours out of a day, so they feel they got time. So they do that.
Yeah, these were high school kids
Yeah, when
looking for drug money.
Yeah, that's for sure. But that's what I said.
All right. Any questions?
The police sometimes doesn't respond fast enough.